Statistics Semester 2 Final Project. My name is Soleil Scott.
And my name's Sofia Lilah Petteni. Introduction. The question we asked for our stats project was, does a Jesuit high school student's number of hours of sleep have any correlation with their cumulative GPA and grade level? Our hypotheses were, we believe that hours of sleep does have a significant correlation to GPA level. We think that if a student sleeps more, then their GPA will be higher. Our second hypothesis was, we also believe that sleep does have a significant correlation on grade level. We believed that a lower grade has more hours of sleep. For example, freshmen would sleep more than seniors and have a higher GPA. Finally, we chose this topic because we wanted to explore strategies to improve our own GPAs and how it impacts each individual, because it's different based on every person's profile, such as hours of sleep and grade level.
Data collection. We collected our data in a systematic in-person survey where we asked every third person we saw during a Tuesday and a Thursday flex in the cafeteria. We asked the following 3 questions. First, what is your cumulative GPA? Grade level, how many hours of sleep do you get on an average school night? Also, our sampling size was 102. With our data, we calculated and inputted it via Excel and Minitab. We did this to produce our scatter plots and our equations.
For our first test, we chose a linear regression test for the relationship between sleep and GPA. Again, we obtained our graph and calculations, as Soleil said, through Minitab. Our null hypothesis was that there is a slope of 0 in a regression test between hours of sleep and GPA, while our alternative hypothesis was the slope does not equal 0. At an alpha level of 0.05, our p-value was 0.949. Because our p-value was greater than our alpha level, we do not have enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis that the slope is equal to 0. Therefore, there is no correlation between hours of sleep and GPA. Our graph here shows our working out. Here is our data table for sleep and GPA. It shows the coefficients, and as you can see, the p-value is 0.949.
For our second test, we chose 2 sample t-tests for the relationship between sleep and grade level. We obtained our data through a Minitab 2-way t-test, which tested whether the means for groups are related or not. Our null hypothesis was mu equals 0, while our alternative hypothesis was mu does not equal 0. At an alpha level of 0.05 and our p-value was 0. Because our p-value was less than our alpha level, we have enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis that mu equals 0. Therefore, this suggests a significant correlation between sleep and grade level. This is our scatter plot showing the sleep versus grade level. And this is our data table. As you can see, it shows the sleep and the grade calculations output from Minitab. And you can see below that the p-value equals 0, which helps our conclude our hypothesis.
What we would have done differently. For ourselves, we would have made our research topic about the effects of sleep in relation to extracurricular activities, because we think it would be engaging and enriching to learn about the extracurriculars of our student body and whether it impacts the quality of sleep.
However, some errors within our studies and forms of biases that we could improve on if we were to redo our project. Our first bias was an undercoverage bias. We should have conducted the survey during, before, and after school in different locations over the course of a week to gain more of a diverse sample pool. The second bias was selection bias. Because Jesuit is an academically rigorous institution, most of our students sampled had a very high GPA, which is not reflective of all high school students, therefore our sample was biased. Our third bias was social desirability bias. It may be uncomfortable for students to share their real GPA or hours of sleep, which may have caused them to lie or change their answers to be inaccurate, thus impacting the veracity of our study.
Finally, to connect to research studies, the Journal of Applied Developmental Psychology found that there was a significant relationship between sleep and GPA. Although we did not find it in our research, their study was more broad, which may have led to different results. Additionally, Hanover College Statistics Research Project found that the variance between Additionally, Hanover College Statistics Research Project found that the variance between class, meaning grade level, and sleep is, quote unquote, not that strong. However, we found differently.
Thank you, Miss White.
Thank you!